Clearly this is a very difficult time for the public sector and for HR people in the public sector. It's a difficult time, but it's also a time of great opportunity. And I think what I've been pleased about is the way in which the PPMA has started to engage with the real issues of the moment, both through the research pieces that we're doing around the New Deal, around reward, the work that we're doing around rising stars and so forth. And the extent to which we're starting to engage with key players, the key decision makers around the issues that the HR community is grappling with. In terms of the challenges, I think it's still a challenge to get people to raise their sights, to come out of their organisations, to see that to address the challenges they have to face. They need to start to engage with other people, to look at opportunities for learning about best practice and to collaborate with other people. Immediately, the HR people have to deal with the consequences of downsizing their organisation. So much of our cost is tied up with people, and sadly, if we have to reduce costs, then we have to let people go. And that has to be done in a way which reflects our values of our organisations, done in a way which is fair and treats people with respect. But alongside that, the HR community needs to look at the longer term. It's not just about reducing cost and downsizing. If our public sector organisations are going to continue to meet the needs of the communities that we serve, then we have to do things differently. We have to establish new operating models, and we have therefore to find time to plan for the longer term. And in planning for the longer term, we have to look at some of the real people issues in that. And that involves looking at the skills people are going to need for the future, both our leaders, but also staff and the new skills they will need around social media, etc. It's about the deal that we offer our staff, because that deal is so important in terms of our ability to attract and keep the talent we need to be innovative. And thirdly, it's about creating that sense that there is a positive future for the public sector, for public services and for people working in them, so that we can keep people engaged, because engaged people are more productive and they are the ones that are going to help us successfully tackle these challenges. The PPMA, I think, has a very important role to play in supporting its membership in tackling these challenges. I think the PPMA has got to be better at articulating what its offer is. But I'm very excited about the potential for the PPMA really to make a difference at the present time. I think there's two particular things I would focus upon. One is about fostering and encouraging, facilitating collaboration between our members. I do think the future lies not in us individually trying to solve the big challenges that we face, but by coming together. We all face the same challenges. I think if we come together collaboratively to work on them, we will come up with better solutions. And I think the PPMA has a big role to play in encouraging that collaborative spirit. I think the second area is the PPMA has an important role to play in representing the views of the HR community in the public sector. I think that is both responding to the issues of the day, but increasingly I think it should be about our trying to influence the debate and discussion. The PPMA represents a very important community, the public sector HR community. Our voice should be heard, and I think the PPMA can play an important role in influencing the key decision makers so that we arrive at better outcomes for everybody. The PPMA is here to represent its members, and fundamentally it's here to ensure that going forward in a future that looks very difficult, where finances will continue to be constrained, where we have to find different solutions, the PPMA will play a key role in ensuring that public services continue and that the organisations within which our members work continue to meet the needs of the communities that they serve. To do that, I think the PPMA has to be a dynamic organisation that is responding to a very different future. The future will be very different for the public sector, and increasingly the PPMA has to be about public services and the delivery of public services rather than the public sector per se. as more services are provided not only by established public sector institutions but by the private sector, by the third sector, I think the PPMA needs to extend its reach into those communities so that we are truly representing the HR community who are delivering those services. And to do that, I think we have to be positive about the future, to be supportive of our membership, and to create a vision of what the part HR can play in delivering excellent workforces and excellent public services.